Okay, all jokes aside, as you know, I've been on a spiritual journey. I'm curious as to how you personally feel about her so quickly abandoning her faith. I'm totally okay with it. I'm actually a little bit relieved. I feel like she never took the time to even discover the basics or the fundamentals of Islam. So, I mean, she didn't care. There's still so much that she never bothered to learn. She was never curious to learn. She just, I really, I believe she wanted to cover herself. She wanted to fit in. And, she's trying to make it sound like she had all this cultural pressure on her. But Muslim men can marry Christian women and Jewish women. So she didn't have to revert. And in Kuwait, what kind of pressure would she have on her? Like, she wasn't really around his family. She wasn't like working anywhere. She wasn't going out anywhere. So where was all this cultural pressure coming from? That doesn't make any sense at all. So the fact that she never bothered to learn the fundamentals before giving her shahada, she didn't care. So her giving it up, she still doesn't know enough about the religion to even make a wise decision on either side, to revert or not, or to go back to whatever she believed in the first place. Like, she never had enough information or cared about it enough to learn about it. So she's not, I'm relieved. I'm really, like, it has been at times exhausting dealing with the misinformation that she puts out about my religion. That's how much she cares about a religion she said that that she subscribed to, that she belonged to, that she was a part of, that she didn't care how she was affecting Muslims with all of the bullshit she put out constantly. And with, calling me a fake Muslim, someone who's been Muslim for 12 years, I'm the fake Muslim, but Chantal, no. No, I guess 13 years now. But, I never called her a fake Muslim. And look at where we are today. I haven't changed since I started my channel. And, we've been through quite an evolution with Chantal, which I think we all expected. But, yeah. So, if she dipped her toes halfway in and admitted that she wasn't sure, or that she was still learning, but she really tried to come off like she was some kind of expert. And I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to have all the answers. I still learn all the time about Islam, and I've been learning for 14 years because I studied it for quite a while before I decided to revert. I'm still learning things because sometimes the chat will ask questions that, like, things that I've never even thought of. So I have to look it up myself. So I've learned things just in the past couple years doing this. But, but she did try to come across like she knew what she was talking about, that she totally understood Arab culture, even though she doesn't have any Arab girlfriends. She doesn't have any Muslima girlfriends. She has a man who she paid to make it look like he was married to her. That is not an understanding of a culture or a religion. It's just playing a role for your YouTube channel, I guess. So, but if it means fewer barbs thrown my way because of the BS she puts out, and people asking me to crucify Chantal because I'm Muslim and I have, what? That's not my role to do that anyway in my religion. I'll answer questions, but it's not to stick it to Chantal. And because I don't, God is going to deal with her. I don't have to deal with her. God's not going to put that on me to judge and jury and do all this to her. I'll answer questions generally, but when it comes to Chantal and, oh, she didn't say Bismillah before she put this food in her mouth. Oh, she's eating with her left hand. God will deal with that. God knows her intentions. God knows why she reverted in the first place. I don't know 100%. A lot of us can guess. A lot of us can say that we know for sure, but say what you want. I'm not comfortable saying 100%. And sometimes people revert for reasons that seem very Like not deep. Let's put it that way. Like not a deep reason. And but it can turn into like that was their entry. And then over the years they evolved and like, wow, look at them now. And look, they only reverted because of this. So that was my hope at first. Like, okay, she wants to cover her head. She started wearing hijab before she even was Muslim. And she asked Pete's in the kitchen at the villa, do I have to be Islamic to wear hijab? And he was like, well, yeah, probably, or it might help. And she's like, okay, I'm Islamic then. You know? Right, Tammy and Tarek, right. I'm relieved that she doesn't represent Islam, especially on social media. Yeah. Yeah. So she didn't care enough to learn anything, or she didn't care enough to even, let's say she was playing a role, which she's pretty much saying now that she was. You know, actresses do a lot of research for their roles. She didn't do enough research to even play her role convincingly, because how many people called her out? She wasn't convincing at all. And she didn't do any research as to how it would be to be married, to be a wife, because she didn't portray that convincingly either. So it was just one big fake. Pete said it would probably be disrespectful to do it. Yeah. Yeah, she just wanted to cover her hair. That's it. And now that her hair has grown out quite a bit, she's no longer Muslim. So, I mean, that's what I see. Again, I can't say. And it's really, honestly, it's really none of my business. Just like it's no one's business why I chose to revert, even though I share that. Like, it's no one's business to judge anything that I do or don't do in my life. God will do that. God not only sees everything that I do, he knows my intentions, he knows my weaknesses, he knows my desires, all of that. That's the only being that is qualified to judge me. That's why I truly don't care what people think about me. It does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. And I'm not in a place to judge her like that. I don't care enough about her to do that anyway. So, in 3 years, she didn't understand Arabic as a language, not a culture. Yeah. Oh, when he talks like Arab, it's so sexy. Like, come on. Maybe if you understood Arabic and realized he was just saying everyday things, it wouldn't be that sexy. It would just be a conversation. But that's how much she fetishizes Arabs in general. Like, just because he speaks in another language, it's sexy? Well, he's asking you where his ice cream is. That's not sexy. But that's the fetish that she sees him as. Oh, that's sexy. You don't even know what he said.